Okay, no puppy, so I can't show you a puppy cam. Uh, I did a little rework on my Sony Studio, so I just want to show you. This is a ZV-E10. I got most of the colors matching now. I like this darker view. I think it's different. It's not light everywhere, and I like it this way, especially with that. So most of them match. Of course, the Nikon, the Z50, is missing a puppy. She left her bed unkept, so I'm going to have to fold it up again. She likes, you know how you pat your pillow down to try to get it comfortable? That's what she does. So, what is this video about? This video is about doing different things, but basically to have everything organized. So, instead of having lens out, where it collects dust and stuff, even if I have the caps on, you know, bottom and top. Um, I've been putting them in bags. And so I have the APS-C Sony and then full frame, which I have here. And then I have the Nikon lenses in the case, APS-C and then full frame. And then with the Canon, I don't have many lenses of that, so I just, you know, put it in one bag. Now, I did take down the R10, okay? It's still a good camera. I like the R50, but it was too small and it overheat, just like the R8 does, okay? But the R8 takes fantastic pictures, so it's a great family camera, which you can bring around, very light, and it takes excellent pictures. So this is the ZV-E10. Let's go to the A7C. So this is 50 millimeter f1.8. This is the Nifty 50 on this lens. It's an 8-bit camera, but it's a full frame. Okay. So this is the old A7C, not the new A7C2. The new one has 33 megapixels. I think this one has 24, maybe 20. Yeah, I think it's 24. Then, of course, there's this one right here. Okay. Let me get everything straight. I'm going back. Okay, Z50, ZV-E10. All right, because you can see at the lower right hand corner. Come on. All right. A7C. That's the A6100. Okay. And that's basically the first mirrorless camera I got, where I started with APS-C. And then the ZV-E1. Okay, so that's the last full frame camera I got. I was looking between that and the what was it? The A7C2 and the A7CR. So they said, well, you don't want a 16 megapixel camera and stuff like that. Well, I took pictures with the Z8 and the Z9. They look fantastic. The ZF looks fantastic also. So what I have on there, and I want to show you, is I've been testing Sony lenses on the Nikon cameras. They mainly work most of the time except for the retros, but I got the Mikey adapter to work with the primes for the Nikon, okay? I've been keeping in touch with Wayne Maddox. He's kind of pushed me to the Megadap Pro, ETZ 21 Pro. But every time I look, it's, a pre-order or something like that. So the ETZ 11 will not work with any retro camera, the ZFC, the ZF, or the Z9. It'll work with everything else that I have for Nikon. The Mikey works with all the cameras except for the ZF and the Z9. And I got it working on the ZF, but you have to go to the non-lens CPU and then put in, whatever lenses you use with it. And then you have the aperture, and the highest aperture, and then also the focal length, or closest to it. So that's what I'm doing. And since I have the Sony 40 millimeter on there, this case I got with the A6100, okay? And I just want to make sure I'm listening right. And if you look at it, I got the 26 millimeter with the two lens caps, the HS9, and they're metal. And they fit perfectly on the 40 and the 28 millimeter lens for Nikon. And I got the classic version, the special edition. So this was basically for the Sony 56 millimeter, or the 16 millimeter, 56 millimeter, and the 30 millimeter. And I just picked up the 23 millimeter. But I said, you know what? I can put those lenses with the ZF, because I got a case for that. And if I need a lens, I can either take the 28 or the 40. And then I have the lens hood for each one. I also have the 26 in here too. So these are my three favorite carry bag or lenses with the ZF. The other thing is with the adapter, or any adapters, okay? When you take off the lenses, okay? So like the camera cap, the body cap to the adapter. Also I have the Mikey with the Sony. So I'm using the Mikey ETZ adapter, which is Sony E-mount to Nikon. And this is the cap for the adapter. And then I put the Sony lens cap on here. So I got that there. And this is on the Nikon ZF, okay? And this right here, since I have the two there, I've been working with this bad boy. And I mounted the Z30 on it. Okay, so I took the lens off of that, and it's in the case. But I got the teleconverter number 2, okay, or the 2X teleconverter from Nikon with the 100 to 400. I said, why not? It's a crop sensor. So 100 to 400, you put a 2X teleconverter on it, and it's 200 to 800. Just like what Canon's trying to push out, which they didn't make enough of. So it's everybody's waiting for that. But with a crop sensor at 1.5, you're looking at 300 to 1200. And this is the latest, it came out after the ZFC. So this is the latest APS-C camera. No, it doesn't have a viewfinder. Well, I'm going to use the LCD screen, and I'll just cover it up, just, see if it works. So it has the best video, no record time limit on this, You know, no 30-minute whatever, like the ZFC or the Z50. I'm going to work out with that bad boy. So I got everything in here with that adapter and the ZF. So anyway, it's handy to have these cases. That way you don't lay them down and then you have to look for them when you want to take them off. You have everything together, you know what case it's in, and you know. I like to be organized, okay? So this is the case for that monster right there, the 100-400. I already did a demonstration between how big this one is compared to the Canon RF one, the 100-400. And I like the Canon. It's great, but the pictures look pretty good here, but it's heavy, okay? And I have to use a tripod, you know, for stabilization and stuff. With the Canon, it's light and I can move it around. And depending on what camera you use, you make sure it's stabilized and then you have some great pictures. If you use the R8, then you just use the digital stabilization and then you just do it slowly. And it still shakes, okay? So it doesn't beat a tripod. So I need to go back to the store, okay? I love these cases. Put this back. Now open it up. So this one is the 85mm, okay? And it has a big, huge lens cap on there. So it barely fits in this case, okay? And this is a big case. Next one down is the case I'm going to buy. And I have the Plena in it, the 135mm Plena. So that case is going to fit this 50mm f1.2. Same diameter as the Plena. Okay, it's the, what is it? The, what was it? Yeah, it's an 82 diameter, same as the Plena. Okay, so that's why I'm going to get that. The other ones, and I don't have any F-mount, okay? But it's a good idea to put your Type 2 in one, okay? And this is where, in order to remove the lens, you have to, you know, remove it from the tripod. So this is the first version, okay? And I got both of them in one. And then I got the newer version right here. And this one, you don't have to remove it from the tripod. You see? Very simple. So I like to be organized. If I have a lens or something like that I see, that's a good buy. I got an adapter for it. The other thing I've showed before was batteries. Okay, so if I want to take the A7C or the ZVE1, I got the batteries, and I got this little case where you can put your SD cards in here, but I got another one in the car. And then I have all these batteries charged, ready to go. And in each case that I have with the camera, I got a battery charger, cable. I got a 110 outlet in my car. And I got a, 6 different adapters, or I mean 6 different outlets, you know, that I can plug in multiple cameras. The other night I worked on the South Pole SA, and I had 2 cameras. I had the R6 Mark II, and I had the ZVE10. running at the same time. One was full frame, the other one was APS-C. Just to give that perspective of, you know, different formats, how the picture looked. The ZV-E10 had the 10 to 20 millimeter on there, f4, and it did not have a glitch. It was fantastic. I had to raise the ISO just a little bit. I think it had it at 800. I raised it to 1600, and then I think up to 2500, just to, so you could see the ground a little bit. But it was just dark, and I didn't see any noise. And that's from an APS-C camera, all right? The R6 Mark II had a little focus breathing problem, okay? But that was 10-bit H2, I think it was H.265. It might have been 264, but I can't remember. But on the picture quality, I think the ZV-E10 did an excellent job. So let's change the camera. Let's go to this guy. So the A7C 8-bit camera. Tiny. I got that little thumb rest on there. Just trying out to see if I like it. You're supposed to have it able to handle better. It's okay. All right. Takes great pictures. Very stealthy. And it's a rangefinder. Okay. The ZV-E1, on the other hand, is the latest, well, I think it came out before the A7C. Yeah, A7C2 and the A7CR, okay? I had both of them in my hands, okay? ZV-E1 is a 12 megapixel. So if you have the, like the F6, and then if you have the ZV-E1, that's kind of like the baby brother, okay? The A7S3 is what I was thinking, okay? Both hybrid cameras. They're not the video centric. On the, and they're both full frame, okay? On the F6, it's video centric. The FX30 is the APS-C one, okay? I'm looking into that also. I'm going to see what Peter Gregg does on the, I'm just waiting for his videos to pop up, but the FX30, I'm interested in. I know Mr. Camera Junkie was interested in, but I think he wants the 893 more. So I'll get in touch with him about that. But anyway, this is just a little thing before I do shooting. Just messing around with the Studio 32 with all the Sony cameras and one Nikon, the Puppy Cam. But I had the Streamer X. I got it working again. And for some reason, I had to unplug it and plug it back in to get it working again. The reason why I have two mics is because the Streamer X is better, okay? But the Best Buy one, if I put it on here, just to show you, I just changed the to Best Buy. Okay, it's a little bit low, right? And if I move up the thing, does my voice go up? I don't think so. So the best thing to do is to point it like that, basically. And I hope I sound better. And then if I go back to the Streamer X, do I sound better? And I don't know if the volume is good. I can turn it up a little bit more, but I think I got it on the highest setting. It's not clipping, and I just moved the cursor all the way to the right. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the store, get me a bag for my 51.2, do some shooting with the Nikon Z30 with the teleconverter 2X with the 100 to 400. So remember, 300 to 1200. You're talking about a telescope? I got it. And it's on the cheap. So the teleconverter was $600. The camera is about $600, okay? And it's like 24 or 2500 for the 100 and 400. But I got it on sale. So if you look at it, 3600. You know, well, not including the tripod, so what? 3750. You know, you could buy, you know, great cameras without any lenses. And for 3750, I got a powerhouse back there. So I'm going to try it. I'm always pushing the envelope. So wish me luck. Thank you for watching. And remember, stay safe. Keep smiling until next time. I shall see you then. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful day.